had dinner with many princes and very important people, and he just...
Oh my God, what the heck?
Ranking the worst Royal Rumble entrants. Starting off at number 20, we've got Hornswoggle in 2011. Sure, he's a fun character, but come on, what was he really doing in the Rumble? Lasted a hot minute before getting tossed out. A waste of space, no impact, and let's be honest, he was only there for comedic relief. 2012 brought us Michael Cole, the commentator with no business in the ring. He entered the match, did nothing, and got eliminated in 20 seconds. He didn't have a single memorable moment. It's an embarrassment, but hey, at least he wasn't there for long. Santino Marella in 2013. This guy had some fun comedic moments, but a near win in the Rumble? Are you kidding me? He spent so much time on the apron, teasing a victory that never came. A joke that went too far. Number 17, the Great Khali. At his peak, he was an imposing force, but by 2014, he was a lumbering mess. The Rumble didn't need him, and neither did the audience. He barely moved and was out faster than most people. 2017 and James Ellsworth makes an appearance. This guy was clearly never meant to be in the match. He's best known for being Carmella's sidekick, and when he got in the Rumble, all he did was get tossed out immediately. This was just a sidekick filler. 2018 brought us Adam Cole, who, let's face it, was still figuring out his main roster role. He had a great career in NXT, but in the Rumble, he was an afterthought, barely getting any screen time before he was unceremoniously eliminated. 2019 Johnny Gargano. This guy was electrifying in NXT, but his Rumble appearance was a miss. He got tossed out with nothing to show for it, and the crowd barely noticed him. For a guy that made such a splash on NXT, this was a complete letdown. Bad Bunny in 2021 Rumble was a celebrity spot, and while some might argue it was fun, let's be honest, he didn't belong. He did a couple of silly moves and got eliminated like the celebrity gimmick he was. A short-lived, awkward addition to an otherwise solid match. 2022, The Miz. This guy's been there, done that, and yet somehow still gets these meaningless spots. When Miz entered the Rumble in 2022, he had zero impact. He had far too many chances, and it's clear his Rumble days are over. Mark Henry's 2016 Rumble appearance was just plain sad. A former World Heavyweight Champion, sure, but by this point, he was barely moving and lasted all of 5 minutes. Tossed out immediately and looking like he could barely get around. 2015 Kofi Kingston, known for his incredible save spots, Kofi's 2015 Rumble appearance was just a disaster. He didn't deliver anything exciting and was eliminated too early. It felt like they just gave him a spot because of past performances. 2020, Brock Lesnar. Yes, Brock Lesnar eliminated a ton of people, but what did he really add? His run felt too much, and we were waiting for him to finally be taken down, which eventually happened. By the end of it, we were just exhausted by his dominance. Moving on to number 8, the Gobbledygooker. In 1990, one of the worst Royal Rumble entrants of all time. An awful, awkward gimmick. It wasn't funny, it wasn't entertaining, and frankly, it was a laughable disaster. The WWE wishes we'd all forget about it. David Otunga in 2012. Otunga was supposed to be a rising star, but he never lived up to the hype. He was dead weight in the Rumble and had one of the shortest runs. Nothing memorable about this guy except his lackluster performance. 2014 Roman Reigns. Yeah, he eliminated a bunch of people, but this year was all about a bitter backlash against Reigns being forced into a main event. The crowd wasn't ready for him and spent more time booing than cheering. A strained Rumble. Ric Flair, the legend, the nature boy, but let's talk about his 1992 Rumble win. Yes, he won, but it was overblown and lacked that legendary aura. It was a misfire, and it wasn't the match we expected for Flair's return. Again, The Miz, we're doing this. In 2011 version of Miz wasn't anything special. Miz entered and was eliminated quickly, and overall looked like a total joke in the Rumble. Not his best moment. Eugene in 2004. Yeah, Eugene was a unique character, but having him in the Rumble, misstep. He was there for cheap laughs and was eliminated in a humiliating way. Not the kind of gimmick that belongs in the Rumble. 3B, the most overqualified jobbers to ever set foot in a Royal Rumble. Here they come, all three members, Heath Slater, Drew McIntyre, and Jinder Mahal, strutting to the ring like they're about to take over the show. Except they didn't, at all. In fact, they were in the match for less time than it takes to order a pizza. Slater lasted a bit longer, but Drew and Jinder gone faster than you can say, who booked this? But here's the kicker. Fast forward a few years and both Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal would go on to become world champions. Drew McIntyre became a two-time WWE champion, cementing himself as the chosen one in a much better light. Meanwhile, Jinder Mahal shocked the world by winning the WWE Championship in 2017. Talk about a redemption arc. Shane O'Mac, the man who somehow manages to look more like a dad at a family reunion than a competitor in the Royal Rumble. The 2022 Royal Rumble saw Shane strut his stuff into the match, only to immediately start sweating all over the ring like he was in a sauna, not a wrestling match. His big moment was eliminating Kevin Owens before disappearing quicker than you can say sweaty underdog. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, Brock Lesnar tossed him out faster than Shane can say, I want to jump off something high. And that wraps up our countdown of the worst Royal Rumble entrants. Some of these guys clearly didn't leave their mark, but hey, we'll never forget them, right? Now, if you want to see 5 shocking moments that could happen during John Cena's farewell tour, make sure you stick around for the next video. You won't want to miss it. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Agree? Disagree? Hit the comments below, like, subscribe, and share if you've ever had a bad Rumble memory. Until next time, folks, stay out of the Rumble unless you're ready to throw down.